Hey, how you doing? Adam here. Cold in the garage. 11/22/2016. It's actually 11/21. Today is my birthday. Well, yesterday was my 30th birthday. So that's cool. Feel no. Well, actually, I would be lying if I didn't say I didn't feel like a slight inclination of like. Or that doesn't make any sense. A slight feeling of like oh God, am I older now? But I'm sure I'll just get used to it. It's just a number. But yeah, it's like because it's sometimes I may have mentioned this on another journal. Sometimes you look at people and you can just instantly tell like around what age range that they are. Around what age range they are, saying sentences that are incoherent. And I just I wonder I am I visibly 30 looking, or am I still like 20ish looking? I don't know. I just don't, because you can't gauge that yourself. You have to, because you look at yourself every day, and you can't know for sure what you're going to look like. So I would have to ask a stranger like, "Hey, come here, tell me what my name is." What my name? Oh God, I'm tired. I took 2 Benadryl like an hour ago, and I'm just tired. Tell me what my age is what I meant to say. And that that'd be the only way to find out like around what age you look. So I'm hoping it's like mid, because I feel like I could pass for younger than I am. I feel like I could pass at the very least for like 25. I was just thinking to myself upstairs, I could pass for 15 also, because if you tell a lie that's like so outrageous, people are more prone to believe it. And if somebody questioned me on that, I could just say, "Oh, I have a condition." It really makes you think like, what is the thing there that is people say they want to be younger, but what is it there that you really want to be? Is it young? Because if you look at fucking people in their 20s, and this is the thing I was actually just discussing with Lillian. Younger people younger than 25, their views are just not nuanced. They're not leading the way in anything. It's just they haven't had enough time to think about things. Louis C.K. has a good bit about this. Where he's saying like, a 40-year-old truck driver is infinitely smarter than some 20-year-old fucking college professor asshole. Something like, he was saying something like, it wasn't those words exactly. I don't know why I added the asshole myself. It's making a fool of myself always. Yeah, but there would be no reason to want to be like 22, 21. Especially for a dude. Like maybe a girl, you'd want to be younger, so you want to be, more pretty or whatever. But a guy is, there's no reason to want to be like, you would want to be like 35 if you were a guy, because that's when, you're right in between being young enough to still be like plastic, but old enough to have it's right at that sweet spot of experience and like, naivete or just openness. 35, that's the sweet spot for a guy. Yeah, but there would be no reason to look. So, there might be the thing like, and this is a concern of mine that I have, just specifically because I have aspirations of being a musician or whatever. Is that that's kind of a young guy's game, but I just haven't figured out why it's a young. If I can figure out why, it's a young guy. So, it's not even really. It's what I'm talking about is rock music, which is what I'm trying to do. But it doesn't have to be a young guy's game. I don't think. Normally it is, because it's just about rebellion. The things that you do when you're like 15, or 15 to like 25. Just that age at which you like differentiate yourself. And, that's probably why it's... But, I mean, it doesn't have to be that. Rock can be anything. Rock and roll can be fucking anything you want it to be. That's the true spirit of rock. It's fucking rebellion. But rebellion can also be rebellion against the fucking traditions of rock and roll. And, that's the most rock and roll fucking thing you can do. Yeah, so, that tradition of, it being a young guy's game, I think is something that should be rebelled against. Just because, what is age? I mean, you would think that you'd want to be older. Hold on. Sorry, I thought I heard something. You'd think that you'd want to be older in rock music, because then you are wiser and you have, more experience, but I don't know. It's just something about that youth of rock that it just needs to be challenged. It's just fucking stupid. Just a fucking dumb cliche. It's because I don't know. Again, it's about rebellion. But the ultimate rebellion is the rebellion when you flip the system and turn the thing against itself. Which is kind of what the conservatives did with Donald Trump. He flipped the system and made himself the rock and roll vote. Yeah, I think that's really that's really the spirit of what I'm saying, and really the spirit of the times right now. The system has been flipped. And every time I say flip, I'm making a hand motion as if I'm flipping a little piece of cardboard. It's like a card, it's so dumb. Yeah, flipping a playing card. That's what I was trying to say. Yeah, so the system has been flipped. It's like that Garden song. If I hadn't said it yet, I fucking love the Garden. That's like one of my I think it's my favorite band right now. Is the Garden, because they got all these just 90s references that, they look like they're maybe 20, 21 years old, so they did not experience the 90s, and they just have these 90s references that, they're not the popular ones Nintendo, Super Nintendo, fucking PlayStation, all that shit, Nickelodeon. It's not those 90s references. It's 90s references that they have no business whatsoever knowing about at the age that they are. They're peering into fucking the deep recesses of the 90s. And I don't know how they're doing it. They're pulling off some kind of fucking black magic. It feels like they pulled into specifically my childhood and are, showing it to me. And they're pulling off some kind of fucking black magic that I'm just not aware of. But they're good. I think they're a really good band. And they should be much bigger than they are. Yeah, so... Yeah, and the types of 90s references that they... one of those music videos, they were dressed up as the Mask. And, there's just a lot of 90s shit going on with them. But not just, obvious 90s shit, but just fucking dark recesses of your mind, 90s shit. And, they're really good. Yeah, so 9 minutes. Came down here today, did a little more on the song. A couple of the songs, actually. But mainly that 6th/7th song. The that one. Got a little more done on that. Yeah, I've gotten to the point where I've done enough journals where it doesn't I've done 3 or 4 months worth. No, since August. So August, September, October, November. Yeah, so around 3 months worth of journals, little less than 3 months worth of journals, and so that's what, around 90. I'm to the point now where it's I couldn't listen to them all in one go if I wanted to. Like in a day, I would have to take multiple days to listen to all of these. But it doesn't feel like I've done that many, if that makes any sense. Like, I feel like I could go, because I feel like I've said nothing. If there's like fucking 3 or 4 moments out of these journals that I even remember, well, I mean, I remember all of it. I remember I could listen to any of them and remember saying all the things that I said. But it just feels like there's only 1 or 2 things that were like worth saying. And, I don't know. I think it's just, comparing each journal to one another. It's like some are better than others. So, you're just going to remember the ones that are better than the others, within that system. Okay. It's almost 11 minutes, so I'm done. Goodbye. That was a weird sounding goodbye, so I'm going to say it again. Goodbye. Goodbye. Okay, goodbye.